All right, everyone. Good evening and welcome to tonight's session. So tonight is the closing session. Is the last class we are going to have for this program. So if you are here, it means that today is going to be our last day for this program. We'll still have ongoing relationship in the group, in the WhatsApp group and all, but having it like this, today is going to be the last day, and it's been interesting and it's been worth it. It's been 4 weeks of consistently coming 3 times a week to discuss ways that can help you make progress as an individual. So I want to appreciate you for taking the time to join in, taking yourself so seriously that you were able to join in and you were able to follow along the conversation. So I want to celebrate you. Okay, so tonight we're just going to have a quick one. I'm just going to share with you a few things. Okay, I'm going to share with you a few things that I have, just some few thoughts around the things that we have discussed. Okay, so if you are able to capture these thoughts and you add them to the things that we have discussed so far, it is actually going to give you some leverage in your journey. Okay, it's going to give you some leverage in your journey. So if you join this, if you join, share the link in the group and let the people in the group in the community know that we are live. And I don't have a lot of time so I'll make it snappy. So the earlier they join, the better for them. All right. So so I'm going to share about 10 points, 10-point ideas with you. And those 10-point ideas are going to be, so you kind of capture them and then you add them to the fundamentals that we have shared so far in the last 4 weeks. And when you put all of them together, it's going to give you a map, sort of, that you can use to navigate your reality. Okay. So the first thing is commit to change and pay the price. Okay, commit to change and be willing to pay the price. A lot of us are interested in things, we are interested in the things that are on the other side, but we are not committed. How do you show your commitment? Commitment is that you are willing to pay the price and you're willing to stay on the project, right, for as long as it is necessary. That is what commitment is all about. Commitment is not say, oh, I raise my hand from today, I'm not going to do XYZ again. That is just affirmation, it's proclamation, right? It does not mean anything. What is important is what what are you willing to sacrifice? What are you willing to give up to get what you're asking for? Okay. And that is where a lot of people miss it. A lot of people are interested in things, but they are not interested in paying the price of those things. So you need to know that whatever you're interested in has a cost. Okay. So I want to believe that you all can hear me. I hope you can hear me. Let me know in the comment section. Let me be sure. I hope you can hear me clearly, right? Let me know in the comment section, please, if you can hear me, so that it shouldn't be that I'm talking to myself. Can you hear me? Confirm if you can hear me in the chat box. Please confirm if you can hear me. Oh, okay. So you can hear and see me. Fantastic. All right. So I needed to be sure. So a lot of people are interested, and the reason why they don't eventually make progress is because they are not willing to pay the price. Okay, they're not willing to pay the price for whatever you see today. Somebody who has been consistently paying the price on a daily basis. Okay, somebody says that your rent for life, your life rent is renewed on a daily basis. So your rent for success and progress is renewed on a daily basis. When you wake up in the morning, you have to make a commitment again that, hey, today I'm going to do the things I have said that I'm going to do. Okay, no matter how tired I am, no matter how difficult things might look, no matter how distracted, no matter how it seems as if I'm not making any progress, I'm not getting any results, right? Um, I am still committed to do what I've said that I'm going to do. So commit to change and pay the price. So all these things that we discussed in this past 4 weeks, they are things that will cost you. They will cost you a lot. They will cost you money. They will cost you your time. They will cost you your attention. They will cost you your energy, right? So you need to know that. Number two is never walk alone. Okay? They say he that wants to go far, he that wants to go fast should go alone. He that wants to go far should go with people, right? So it's very important that you learn how to be part of communities. Okay, learn how to join um, communities, learn how to join masterminds, learn how to get coaches and pay for them. Okay, pay to get coached. All right, and look for mentors. And when you get mentors, it is going to cost you. It might not cost you money. Most times, mentorship won't cost you money, but it will cost you other things like your time, your energy, and your attention, and sometimes your skill, and sometimes your money. But you will not necessarily be spending the money directly. You might have to spend money to get certain things done for the person that you're trying to get mentored by. All right. So never walk alone. If you walk alone, you won't make progress. So you need to learn how to assess people, right? You need to learn how to join network. And when you join these networks, be visible. Not just be like, any other person. Nobody knows you. Your name is not familiar. A lot of people, some people come to me, oh, I've been in your program before, or I'm in your academy, or XYZ. And what's the name? You mentioned the name. The name does not ring a bell. Yeah, so it's like you're not active. Say, oh, well, I'm just there. I'm a silent follower. Don't be a silent follower. Nobody rewards you for being a silent follower. Nobody will recognize you for being a silent follower. So learn to engage, learn to show up. If they ask for volunteers, volunteer. If they ask for something, just make sure that you are a valuable member of any community you find yourself in. Because one day you're going to need the strength of that community. You're going to need to ride on the back of the strength of the community. So if you have not been helpful, if you have not been showing up, if you have not been someone that is recognizable, then nobody's going to help you. I'm sure some persons in churches that they come to church, immediately they say amen, they leave, right? Hopefully you don't have a problem where you will need the church, because if you have a problem where you need the church won't really turn up for you, because nobody know, they can't nobody knows you. Okay, nobody knows you. So it's very important that you get to that point where you have this network of people. Okay, we talked about wealth, the five world distinctions last time, and we said that relationship is very important. Relationship with important others and relationship with your significant others. That is very key and very crucial. Right. The next one is um, you need to start taking money seriously. Okay. You need to start taking money seriously. You need to start taking your financial life seriously. If you fix your financial life, a whole lot of other things will be a whole lot easier for you. You see, this journey that we have embarked on will not be complete, will not be decent enough if you're not financially capable, right? A lot of things will fly over your head. You will not get a lot of benefit that you're supposed to get if you're not financially capable. Okay, so you need money. You need to be financially capable. You need to have money. Just find how you can get yourself into something that will help you to make money, and not just making money, but I would also encourage you to learn how to make big money on time, right? Learn how to make big money on time. Learn how to my mentor used to call it big daddy money, right? Learn how to make big daddy money. And what is big daddy money? Big daddy money is money that is big enough to help you solve the big problems that would arise in your life. So you need to write that down. Big money is the money that is big daddy money is the money that is big enough to help you solve the problems that would arise in your life. Okay, and you don't need to wait for the problems to arise before you know that you need it. If you have to wait for the problem to arise or for you to need the big money before you go for it, then you're too late. Okay, you're too late. So that's why I said you should join the closers coaching program, so that I can teach you how to sell high ticket products. I can teach you how to get into sales and sell high ticket products. Okay, so I can make big money. I mean, some of you here have never sold a product of 1 million before. So you can start from there. You sell a product of say 2 million, right? And you make a commission of say 10%. That is 200K. If you're able to do five of that in say 6 months, that is 1 million, right? 1 million extra into your life. What can it do for you? I'm sure it can do quite a lot. So begin to take money seriously, because money is important. Money matters a lot in this world. Money is crucial. Money is a defense. If you don't have money, a lot of things will embarrass you. Okay, and you need, as you age, as you get older, your life is going to become more expensive. So you need to have money to be able to finance your life. Some of you here are still single. Very soon you're going to get married. Okay, it is not cheap to run a home. Very soon you're going to have kids. It is not cheap to maintain kids, right? So if you don't fix that money issue before these things begin to happen, you're going to be in trouble, right? So take money seriously. The fourth one is go for excellence. Always go for excellence. And what is excellence? Excellence is whatever you have to do today, do it to the best of your ability. And if you have to do it next time, make it better. That is what excellence is. So excellence is not a destination. Excellence is a journey. And excellence is not about perfection. Excellence is about putting your best foot forward per time, right? So that you can get the necessary experience and exposure that you need. But you learn, right? If I have to do this, the next time I'll do this program, if you join, you will see that everything about it will be different. There'll be difference. I will add nuances to it. Okay, that is what excellence is all about. So become known as a person of excellence. Become known as a person who is always finding new ways to get things done. Don't be a mediocre. A mediocre is somebody that does things anyhow. Okay, there are some people, they have been doing one particular thing for the past 10 years. There is no difference in it. There is no improvement. There is no form of thoughtfulness in the thing that they are doing. That is not excellent. Become an excellent person. The world is not filled, especially in this part of the world, we don't have a lot of people who are excellent in what they do, right? So if you become excellent in what you do, you're going to attract a lot of attention, and people are going to want to have you around. People are going to want to, pay you money and all of that. So get excellence, all right? Get excellence, okay? Um, then the fifth one is bank on your character and your integrity. Build your character and your integrity, right? Um, so for those of you that might join my inner circle, my intentional wealth builders inner circle program, okay, we have a course we teach called money mastery. So in money mastery, you will get to one of the things you will get to understand in money mastery is the various forms of money. The only form of money that a lot of us know is currency, and currency is the lowest form of money actually. We have credit, and credit has components, and one of the components of credit is character, and another one is integrity, right? People must know you as a person of character. You are solid. When you say something, it can be taken to the bank, right? That is something that is worth having. It's something that is worth building. As a young person, begin to build on your character. Begin to invest in becoming a better person. Don't take yourself anyhow. Don't live life anyhow. Don't let people treat you anyhow. Don't let people talk to you anyhow. Don't let people discard you and disregard you. And for that to really happen, you have to know how you carry yourself. Carry yourself with excellence. Show up correctly. Clean up, right? Like I remember some years ago, I think that was around 2017 when I started sharing my story and my journey, when I started just being more open on social media about sharing my journey. Some of my schoolmates said that they never knew that I was going through those kind of experiences while we were in school, right? And why is that? Because it never showed on me. Despite the fact that I was going through so many things, despite the fact that I was going through struggle, I still found ways to show up correctly. So people did not really know what I was going through. Why? Because nobody helps. See, nobody helps you because you look pitiful. In fact, if you look pitiful, you will repel successful people because successful people don't like accommodating people who are pitiful in their space. Why? Because your energy is bad, your vibration is low, so they don't want you in their space. So if you keep carrying your problems on your head and on your shoulder, walking around thinking that, oh, people will see that I'm suffering and then help me, or people see that I'm doing my best and then help me, you are actually not going to get any help. What you should do is to put your best foot forward, right? I told you guys, in the earlier session that I remember those days when I used to trek because that was all I could do. I mean, I would put a small towel in my pocket, right? As I walk, as I trek to a very, and I begin to see that I'm dusty, I'll just clear one side, dust myself, clean my shoes, straighten up my collar, wipe my sweat, and look fresh again and continue the journey. So that in case I run into somebody, I would not look like somebody that is suffering or somebody that has been trekking all day, right? Because of the fact that you are going through things, you're trying to figure things out, does not mean you have to smell. Okay, it does not mean, for example, let me even tell you something. For this my hair now, I've been barbing skin cut since um I've been barbing skin cut since 2008. Yes, I've been barbing skin cut since 2000. So it's almost 20 years that I've been wearing skin cut, right? Now, how did I start barbing skin cut? I used to have afro, right? Remember, I told you that initially I wanted to be a professor when I was, coming up. I wanted to be a professor. I used to carry my hair because the professors I used to know then used to have this afro thing. So I used to love it, Wale Soyinka and all those people. But afro needs a lot of attention and maintenance, right? So I would trek and then my hair would be dusty and all of that. And I always need to go and trim it. I always need to carve it. So I said, no, this is not going to be something I can do. I need to learn how to barb myself. So I went to learn how to barb myself because afro, I cannot barb myself. I can't trim myself. I can't trim my hair by myself. But I could skin my head. So I learned how to barb myself. I started barbing myself. So then, even though I was broke, I would still have a very sharp, well-shaped cut. So when I show up, my head will be shining. My everywhere will be okay because I can shape myself, right? And you would think that, oh, this guy is, something's going on, but nothing was really going on. That was how I got people to help me. That was how I got people's attention. I wasn't looking like my problem. If you look like your problem, nobody will pay attention to you. Okay. Clean up, brush your mouth. You don't need money for all the brush your mouth well, learn how to learn how to scrape your tongue so that you don't smell, your mouth doesn't smell when you're talking to people. There are people that have lost opportunities because of bad breath. I mean, you talk to somebody and the person can't breathe. How do you want the person to have you around? Right? Some of you, your armpits are just useless. You have forest under your hands, and you know, you smell actually. Some of you, you don't change your boxers, you don't change your undies for days and weeks, right? All of these things simply means that you don't take yourself seriously. And because of that, people won't really take you seriously. People won't take you seriously, right? So character is part of taking care of yourself so that you can really carry yourself well. All right. Then number 6 is give, then take. Give, then take, right? Give then take because a lot of people don't know that life is a function of planting and reaping, sowing and reaping. They think that, oh, I will plant after I must have reaped. So when they are going into relationships, when they are going into things, they are always more concerned about what am I going to get out of this? What is in it for me? They are not concerned about what am I going to give to this? How am I going to contribute to this? What is the contribution I can make here? No. Most people will come to, oh, I want you to be my mentor. You know why they are coming close to you? So that they can pick your brain for free, so that they can attend your workshops and events without paying, so that they can get access to your books for free. That's why they are coming to you. So they want to take, they are not willing to give anything. But that's not how life works. Life works with give, then take. You have to give, and take. It's just like a farmer. How do you get your farm produce? A farmer has to plant, right? Without any guarantee that these things will produce results. But he will plant, he will keep watering them, keep putting fertilizer, keep putting manure, keep showing up to take care of them, keep cutting off the weeds. That is faith. That is how he eventually gets rewarded with a bountiful harvest. You know, imagine if imagine if a farmer goes to a farm and begins to tell the farm, oh yeah, produce fruit for me, or yeah, produce cassava for me, or yeah, produce corn for me. It does not matter the level of belief you have, right? It will take a miracle for that to happen because it's against the order of nature, right? You have to plant, water, and be patient for you to reap. So learn learn how to give. Look for, when you get into relationships, don't always get into relationships thinking, what am I going to get out of it? No, think, what am I going to give? Right? First, then give, then give, then give. Right? When you The only time you stop is when you see that your giving is not being appreciated, or your giving is not being reciprocated, or that your giving is not being respected. Then you can take your giving somewhere else. It does not mean you stop giving. You can stop giving in that particular place, but all you need to do is to take your giving to another place and give so that you can receive. Even the Bible says that God loves a cheerful giver, right? So you have to become a giver, a cheerful giver. Give freely, give happily, give consistently towards people that you know that you want to get things from. Let me give so giving is a very crucial topic. I'm writing a book, Money Mindset Mastery. I don't know if that's going to be the final name, but that's the name for now. I probably will change it. So it's going to come out in a few months' time. And one of the things I talked about there is the law of giving, right? The law of giving. That is one of the ways to activate the powers of the universe in your favor. Okay, become a giver. Give things, give your time, give your attention, give your money, give your stuff, give your books, give your clothes, give yourself. Like, that's what I'm doing here. I mean, for 4 weeks I've given you myself, right? I've given you, like, now I'm here, my family is on the other side, they are playing I'm supposed to be there, but I'm giving you. I shared my knowledge. These things are things I charge top money for, but I've given you. I'm not expecting anything in return from you guys, right? But it is my obedience to the law of nature, the law of contribution, that as I contribute to life, life in turn will contribute to me through various means. So some of you probably might help tomorrow and do something and say, oh, this man, he did this for me one time, or yeah, take this, or but I don't expect anything. I don't even know you guys. I mean, I haven't seen you guys before, right? I will see you on the road and I'll pass because I don't know you, right? But I am giving myself to you and I'm not expecting anything from you. Okay, the only thing I expect is transformation, that you transform yourself and use what you have been able to change in your own self to help change other people. That's all I expect from you. So the law of giving is something that you have to imbibe in yourself. Learn to give, then take. Don't be a taker, be a giver, right? Number 7, do things on time. Become a person who is known become a person who is known for doing things on time. One of my mentors once told me something that has remained in my mind for the longest of time. He said, whatever that you want to do in life, do it early. The only thing that is not good to do early is to die early. I want you to write that down. Get that correctly. Say whatever you want to, whatever everything that is important in life should be done on time. Right? Everything that is important to you should be done on time. The only thing that should not be done on time is to die on time or to die early. So get married on time, get educated on time, right? Make money on time, make good money on time. Africa has this culture where it's believed that, oh, you can't be young and rich, or you can't be a woman and have money, and all of those things are BS, right? If you're a woman, make money. A man that will not love you or be comfortable with you because you have money is not your man, he's not your type. So let him go to hell, right? Make money, exert yourself, be the best you can be, okay? Get married on time, have children on time, build your house on time, build your business on time. Don't be in the business of, oh, let's just be taking it easy, hasting up, because time is not waiting for you. Every day, every year you're celebrating your birthday, it is actually the day you will die that you're celebrating. That's the truth. You're celebrating what you're doing is a remembrance, for a foretelling of your end. That's what you're doing. So if you're going to live for say 100 years and you're celebrating your 30th birthday, right? What you're celebrating is that, oh, thank you, I have done 30 years out of the 100 that I have, 70 more to go. So if you have wasted that 30, it's up to you, right? And whatever you're going to do with the remaining one in front of you is also up to you. That's why the Bible says, teach us to number our days that we may apply our hearts unto wisdom. You need to number your days. So birthday is not really a time to be misbehaving, right? Going to club, doing all those things that people do and all those nonsense. No, birthday is a moment of solemn reflection. For example, June is my birth month. 4th of June is my birthday, right? Those from the first for 7 days before and after the birthday, but for 7 days, I'm always in a sober mood. I'm thinking about my life. I'm thinking about my journey. What have I done? How have I contributed? How have I grown? I'm checking my goals, right? I'm looking at the promises I made to myself. Okay. What next now? What do I do next? How do I improve? That's what I do. I'm not out partying and doing all of that. Yes, gifts. I receive gifts. My wife is always, in fact, she has even given me a very fantastic birthday present already, right? So I just received the gift, but I still maintain my sobriety. In fact, most times I prefer to stay alone within that period, especially on my birthday. Just stay alone somewhere and be thinking about my life, because I'm structuring what the next 365 days will be. Because the next 365 days is reduction from my lifespan. Remember, I told you that time is the unit of life. How you measure life is time. That is why time is not money, time is life. If you waste my time, you are not wasting my money, you're wasting my life. That's why I can't respect you if you disrespect my time. You can waste my money, I will forgive you, but if you waste my time, I will not forgive you. Like it's because you're actually trying to take my life, you're wasting my life, right? And anybody that tampers with my life can be my friend, can be cool, right? So time is very crucial. So you need to know that you have to do things on time. Don't say, oh, God's time is the best. What do you mean by God's time is? What exactly does God's time is the best mean? What does that mean, right? So do what Jesus, what Jesus told Judas? Jesus told Judas, do that which you have conceived in your heart. Fast. Do it fast. That which you have conceived in your heart, do it fast. So stop conceiving things and keep shelving them. This is one of the mistakes I made, by the way, right? Um, I started out pretty early, but I had a lot of trauma stored in my body. And those traumas created a kind of personality that didn't make a lot of sense. I had imposter syndrome, unnecessary imposter syndrome. I was a smart, brilliant guy. Everything I'm doing now are things I was supposed to do in my 20s. Everything I'm doing now are things I had the capacity, I had the calling, I had the revelation, I had the interest to do in my 20s. But I'm too young. Oh, let me wait a little bit. Oh, the time is not right. Oh, who will listen to me? Oh, who will pay me? Oh, I've not let me finish school. Oh, let me graduate first. Oh, let me make a first class. If I make a first class now, it will be a whole lot easier for people to listen to me. And blah 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 blah. Until I hit 28. It was when I hit 28 that it was done on me that, guy, your life is passing you by. And for majority of those times, I did not have a guide. I didn't have a mentor. That's why I said, don't walk alone. I did not have a mentor. It was just me trying to figure things out. So there was nobody giving me that encouragement. There was nobody giving me that momentum. There was nobody giving me that push and that advice. So I just wasted those years. From 18 to 28, I wasted those years because I didn't have a mentor. And that's why I'm focusing on people between the ages of 18 and 28. Because if 18 is when you're getting into the real deal of life. And by 28, you should have had all your bases covered, because from 30, you should be hitting upward stuff. You can't be trying to figure life out at 30. It's not wise. It's not wise trying to figure life out at 30. Right? Remember Jesus? Jesus started his ministry at 30. From 12 till 30, what was Jesus doing? Jesus was taking things in. He was preparing the ground. And immediately he hit 30, he took off. And he did his ministry in just 3 years and left. Right? So do things on time, get support, don't work alone, get mentors, join communities, join networks, get things that will help you improve and become a better person. All right. Number 8, don't join the crowds to do evil. Chaos is possible, but suffering is personal. Right? Don't join the crowd to do evil. I don't know how to explain this for you to understand, but the truth is, majority of the ideas that you will hear outside are not the truth. They are not for good. I think there is a series I will do for you guys called the Laws of Success series, right? The laws of success. One of the laws of success is the law of accurate thinking, right? And accurate thinking is about 2 things. Number 1, what you're saying or what you're believing or what you're thinking, do you have facts around it? Number 2, the facts, what are the source of the facts? And number 3, how does those facts affect your growth? So you must make sure that you have all the facts, not assumptions. That is why you don't take social media banters to heart. They are calling somebody a criminal. They say that somebody is a scammer. They say that somebody has stolen. You were not there. You don't know what happened. You don't have all the details, let alone the facts. So why are you choking him out? Why are you running social media commentary for something that you don't know the fact? And the facts are even very deep. You will know the facts from Mr. A, know the facts from Mr. B, then now figure out what the truth is. That's how you organize facts, right? That is why there is evidence, there is law of evidence in courts. You have to tender evidences. And those evidences must make sense for them to be accepted as facts to the matter, right? Now, second thing is, who is bringing that stuff? What's the person's agenda? Most of the things you see on social media, there is agenda behind it. Somebody is trying to push an agenda, and then you join. Remember 2012, there was removal of fuel subsidy, and some people, they said they occupied Nigeria, people died and so on. Those same people that occupied Nigeria in 2012, because Jonathan removed subsidy, are also the same people that are ruling us today, and they have removed the subsidy. So you see, the fact that they were occupying Nigeria then does not mean that they were fighting for you. They were just fighting for their own interest, and you joined them. And some of the people that lost their lives then joined them blindly without knowing exactly what was going on, right? So it is very important that you understand how to separate facts from opinion and focus only on the facts that promote your growth and your progress. Anything that does not promote your growth and progress should not be your business. What you think, right, what you say, what you do should be a function of the facts that you have, which promote your growth and progress as a human being, not things that people think about things. I mean, forget those things, because people are promoting the agenda. You should not become caught up in people's agenda, because you don't really know what the agenda is. I hope this is making sense for you guys, right? I hope it's making sense. So that's what I mean by don't join the crowd to do evil. Okay. Even when people are saying things like, oh, Nigeria is messed up, the country is not working, people are, all those things they are saying, but the question is, how does those things they are saying corroborate with the facts of your own life? Right? If you feel that things are not working for you, you can check somewhere else. If you feel that the industry you're playing in is no longer working, you can move into another industry. You're not a tree. If you don't like where you are, move. Instead of complaining and wearing yourself out, whining, and you become a whiner, don't do that, right? Don't do that. Don't be a whiner. Don't join people to whine and complain about things. Find solution. Change the things you can change. And when you can't change it, leave it and go and do something else. Focus your time and your energy, focus your currencies of life on the things that you can change, not on the things you cannot influence or the things you cannot change. So don't join the crowd. Don't become a part of the mob. Don't join the mob to to do things that are not going to promote your success. All right. Then number 9, you need to know that nobody is coming to save you. Nobody is coming to save you. Your father, your mother, your uncle, your auntie, none of them is coming to save you. Even God is not coming to save you. Why? Because God has already saved you. The Bible says in Genesis, I've given you, remember the Lord your God, for it is He that giveth the power to make wealth. Right? So God has already given you power to succeed. And then God has sent His Son to die for you. What does He want Him to do for you? Right? So you're the only one that can save yourself now. What will be is up to you. Whether you swim or sink is up to you, right? And I think I gave you the analogy of how you find success by the boy who went to meet the sage, and the sage said, "You want to find how to be successful in life? Or yeah, follow me." And the conclusion was that until you desire success like the way you desire to breathe when you're underwater, you cannot find it, right? So you need to be very intentional and very committed to your own growth and success, knowing that nobody is coming to save you. Nobody likes you that much, right? Nobody likes you that much. Nobody is coming to save you. Nobody is coming to give you a lifeline. No matter who becomes the president tomorrow, the person does not have your singular interest at heart. You think that politicians care about you? Politicians don't care about you. All over the world, politicians don't care about nobody. The only thing that happens is that in some places, their interest and the interest of the people can collide. But that does not mean that they necessarily care about you. They care about their personal interest, right? So don't say, "Oh, until Mr. A becomes president, my life will not be better." Or if only Mr. A can become president, those guys don't care about you, right? So take up your responsibility, take your personal economy seriously because it's yours, right? Your personal economy is yours. Nobody is coming to fix it for you. Your life is yours. Take it seriously. The traumas you have in your body, go and fix them. I shared the therapist with you the other time. I don't know how many of you have reached out. Go get a therapist, man. Go get therapy. Okay? Go get therapy. Deal with your emotional wounds and all the trauma that are stored in different parts of your body and release yourself so you can be able to see clearly and do things correctly. Know that nobody is coming to save you. Then, number 10, which is the last point, you need to know that the journey of growth never ends, right? The journey of growth never ends. So it's not, "Oh, I've attended the program has ended, so my life has changed." No, that's not how it's done. You have to keep hearing. The Bible says that change comes by hearing, repeated hearing of the word of God, right? So you need to begin to immerse yourself in constantly hearing of the things that are of good, right? Of things that are of good. So don't be in communities where they are casting people. Don't follow blogs that are, all those things raising negative vibes and emotions out there. Don't be a part of it. Concentrate on the things that reflect the future that you want to have. Okay? The thing that reflects the future that you want to have, because that is what matters. So your journey of growth never ends. You can't buy one book and say, "Oh, I've known it all." No. Someone said that someone says that growth is like bathing. You cannot refuse to do it at night because you did it in the morning. I don't know how many of you refuse to bathe. You bathed in the morning, you left, went under the sun, did all the things that you're supposed to, then you came back at night, then you refuse to bathe and say, "Oh, I bathed in the morning, so I will not bathe." Right? If you do that for a day or two, you begin to smell. Your skin will begin to peel, right? You will not even be comfortable. You just, things will begin to go wrong in your life. So that is also how the journey of growth is. You're going to have to give yourself completely and wholly to the events of growth. Anywhere there is an event, you attend. Any book you read, they say, your own is too much. Yes, it's okay. Your fight is different. Okay, your fight is different. Remember, you have a lot of problems. You are a black person. You're a black. You are an African, and you are a Nigerian. Look at the three things that are against you. You are a black. You have black skin. You know, blacks all over the world face discrimination, face different kinds of difficulties. You are now an African. Africans face problem, including, great countries like South Africa, Morocco, Tunisia, and all of that. Then you are now a Nigerian. Nigeria is rated as one of the worst countries in the world, right? So you need to work 10 times harder to be able to even come up a little bit. So it can't be coasting. It can't be coasting, it can't be relaxing, because you have three things that are against you. A lot of things are against you, and you have to fight the good fight of faith to be able to win this battle. All right, so that is the size of what I wanted to share with you guys tonight. And thank you for joining this program. Thank you. This is the end of the program. So now, if you have questions, right, if there are some questions you have, drop them in the comment sections and let's treat them. Then after treating the questions, then we'll take a toast, right? I have my glass here. We take a toast to your beautiful and transformed future. So let me get the questions. And let me get the questions from you guys. All right, so I'm waiting for your questions. I'm waiting for your questions, guys. So, questions, or we don't have any? Okay, so in the absence of questions, I think we can. Okay, how do we maintain momentum? Well, so Williams David is asking, how do you maintain momentum? So how you maintain momentum is by commitment, right? And that commitment will come from knowing exactly what you want and why you want what you want. Okay, let me read this to you. I think I've answered this. I think I've answered this question before. You don't need discipline to become more consistent. You need a burning desire and a compelling reason to wake up each day and do what has to be done. So if you have taken this program now, how do you maintain the fire? Is by how do you maintain a fire? Is by you keep putting in the wood, right? Keep around, get some books, get the replay of the program and watch it over. Maybe make it once a month. You go through the program, say, the videos again. get books, get into communities, join the inner circle, right? Join the inner circle that I have. Join the inner circle that I have, so that the voice will still be alive in you. Okay. Um, take your notes seriously. The notes you've made within the period, you take the notes seriously. You read them, you study them, you ponder on them. You have rituals, right? You have rituals. You have rituals in the morning and you have rituals at night, morning rituals and night rituals. I don't have, it wasn't part of this. Probably as we stay together in the community, there will still be other classes I'll be doing for you guys, right? I will teach you probably how to create your rituals. You don't just wake up in the morning and just leave. Or you don't just wake up in the morning and then you open your phone, open social media, and your life has started. No, there should be order on how your day, you have to order your day. And you order your day through your morning routines or your morning rituals, right? There's a book I recommend called The Miracle Morning. So for you to learn how to create routines for yourself, you can go and read the book The Miracle Morning. Right? It is wrong, it is unhealthy for your future for you to just wake up and leave, or wake up and go on social media or go on WhatsApp. No, there should be a process through which you structure your day so that you can command your day. And before you go to sleep, right? Before you go to sleep, there should be a way you wind down. There's also a book I would recommend, is called Feeling is a Secret, right? Feeling is a Secret by I've forgotten the name is not complete in my head right now, but just type it, Feeling is the Secret, the book, right? It will show you what you should do before you sleep. And I always tell people, don't fall asleep, go to sleep. That's very important. Falling asleep and going to sleep are not the same. Some of you don't go to sleep, you fall asleep. You just be pressing phone and then you sleep off. You now wake up with saliva all over your mouth and phone in your hand, right? Some of you, you're watching television and you sleep off. Um, that is you falling, that's you falling asleep. But going to sleep is that you do a routine, right? There's a way you wind down your day, and there's a way you program and frame your mind before you go to bed. And while you're on bed, there is a way, a frequency you put your mind on, and you sleep off on that frequency. The reason why you're having bad dreams is not because of village people, right? It's because of the fact that your mental frequency before you go to bed is not clean. It's not clean, right? If you have clean mental frequency, when you go to bed and you dream, the dreams are usually revelations. They are not, you will take them seriously because they are revelations. I mean, I don't dream. I don't have the gift of dream, right? So when I dream, it's either that something is coming and I need to pay attention, or I did not shut down properly. So you need to learn how to shut down properly at night. Just like your system, you don't keep pressing it and then leave it and then go. No, you shut it down. So that is also how you should shut your day down. The way you start your system is how you should deliberately start your morning, start your day. And the way you shut your system down is the way you should deliberately shut your system down at night before sleeping off. So in all of this, you will be able to see how you can maintain your frequency and your rigor in the process, right? So that's that. Um, Another question. Good evening. My question is not based on today's topic, talking about traumas and triggers. Is it right staying in a place where triggers to traumas are high? No, it's not. It's not, right? If you are in a place where, so you're already traumatized. For being in a place where there are triggers, what is happening is that your trauma is being reinforced. So how will you, just like you put your hand in a place that, you put your hand on a hot stove, will you keep putting your hand there? No, now you remove your hand now. That's why I told you guys that the emotional wound, which we call trauma, is more dangerous than physical wound. If you put your hand on a stove and the stove burns your hand, you will remove yourself, and you will remove your hand from the stove and remove yourself from that place, right? But when it comes to trauma, you're in a relationship where there's abuse, where somebody is abusing you, where people are abusing you, You're obviously being traumatized on a regular basis, but because of the fact that you're not seeing any physical bleeding, you're not seeing any physical wound, you just keep managing it, not knowing that you're being killed gradually. So if you're in a place where there is trauma, right, you need to separate yourself because you can't even heal properly if the abuse continues. So you need to separate. You need to find your way out of the place. Then you now, as you're doing your work of getting healed, you separate yourself from the place. I mean, it is not wise for you to have a disease and you also continue to stay in the place that gives you the disease. Like, I mean, nobody does that. You cannot be in a place and then you know that if I'm here, I have cough. Every time I'm here, I get cough because of the kind of things that are in the environment. Then you keep staying there. You will remove yourself from there, right? So it's not right for you to stay in a place where you're traumatized. You need to find help, right? You need to find help and you need to separate yourself. Yeah. So that's the answer. Um, Amanda is asking, what can one do differently to gain back lost years and progress and succeed in a relatively short time? So there are things I call, so life does not have shortcuts, right? Life does not have shortcut. Life has short curves, right? So the curves of life can actually be shortened. And there are a couple of things that help you to shorten the curve of life. Mentors, right? Mentors and coaches will help you do in a few years what would have taken you a long time to do. Mentors and coaches will save your life. They will save you years. I told you that between the ages of 18 to 28, I was lost, I was clueless, I did not know what I was doing, right? Then I met a mentor. I got a mentor at 28. I met a mentor, right? And between 28 to 31, my life had changed in such a way that it was as if I had been on the game for all these years. I got married at the age of 31, and it was my mentor that gave me the scripts for finding the woman and getting married and starting a home. I made before I finished my youth service, I made over ₦1 million from my business. I started my own business. I made over ₦1 million from my business because of the guidance of the mentor. Right? I left university. 1 year after I graduated from university, I was going back to university to train some of the lecturers that taught me in school. It was because of a mentor. So mentorship is what will give you speed. Your mentor will give you advice because mentorship is about you having someone whose hindsight, right, can help your foresight in the present moment. Somebody that his foresight, his hindsight, what he has seen based on experience and growth and all of that can help you to get perspective of the future and what to do from now. So mentors, then personal development, books, coaching programs, workshops, just becoming a person that is given to growth will help you to know the things that you're supposed to do and do them. Then a coach, the function of a coach and a mentor are not the same, right? A coach is to hold you accountable and make sure that you do it. A mentor does not necessarily hold you accountable. So that's why mentorship, you have to be serious for mentorship to work for you, right? Because I mean, a coach, you pay the coach and there are expectations. So when you pay the coach and the coach delivers on his expectations and you refuse to take action, the coach can just walk away and take his money and go. But the mentor, you're not really paying the mentor with money. So he's only guiding you, hoping that you will use what is being said. For example, now, I don't know how many of you that will use what I've shared with you in these 4 weeks. But one thing I can bet you is that it is not so many of you that will use it. That's the truth. That's one thing I can bet you. It is not so many of you that will use what I have shared, what I have taken my life to share with you in these 4 weeks. It is just very few of you that will use it, right? And you know that that's how it works. You even know that from the attendance of the program. 120 something people came on board and said they wanted to be a part of the program. And when you're doing the program, like 10 people, 15 people, 20 people, 5 people, that tells you the stuff. If I were to be your coach and you paid me money, one of the agreements is that you will show up, because I won't bring this thing to your house and come and break your head and put it. One of the agreements is that you will show up. If you don't show up, I throw you out of the program, because that's a coaching program. So my coaching programs are usually intense, right? You pay me a couple of millions and so if I'm to have a session, you don't come, I will penalize you, you pay fine. If this were to be a coaching program, all the people that don't come in the program, after some time, I will throw all of them out, right? Or they will pay a fine to reinstate themselves. So there are penalties for default and non-performance in coaching relationships. But in mentorship, there is none. Your mentor expects you to have sense. Use what I've shared with you and go and implement it, right? Watch what I'm doing, come close enough, watch what I'm doing and see what you can do out of what I'm doing. That's mentorship, right? So a mentor is trying to influence you. A coach is trying to compel you. Okay, so for example, I want to play football, right? I want to play football, and Messi is my mentor, right? Messi is my mentor. Ronaldo's son says that Messi is his mentor. So I watch how my mentor plays. I go and see him once in a while, and he shares things with me, and I take some notes. But Messi cannot take Ronaldo's son and go and be training him on how to play football. No. Ronaldo's son will have to go and get a coach. The coach is the person that will tell him, kick the ball like this. This is how you move your body. This is how you eat. This is what you eat. This is how many times you train. This is how you're supposed to do it. So that's the function of a coach. A coach is more about compelling you to do, while a mentor is about influencing you to do. So whether you choose not to be influenced or not, whether you choose to be influenced or not is your business. And a mentor is not invested in you if you're not producing results. So, for example, all of you that have attended this program, I really don't have any special interest in any of you. The only person I will have special interest in is the person in the circle that begins to show evidence, that begins to show workings, right? The person in this program that will begin to show workings, that be, oh, this is what I've done. Oh, because of this thing that you said, this is what I've done. This is what I'm building. That's now the person I will now become interested in and begin to pay closer attention to, right? So those are some of the things about mentorship and coaching. But mentors, coaches, personal development are the things that can give you a shortcut. And you must be able to work twice as hard. Yes, because you have already lost time. Okay, so you must be able to work twice as hard to be able to cover grounds. You can't be working like someone that's just waking up, because it's so different between coaching and mentor. I think I've already explained that. Question is based on the enterprise distribution. You talked about systems, but could you please talk a little bit more about structure and strategy too? Well, structure and strategy, I don't really have a lot of time about that tonight, but when you talk about structure, when you talk about putting structure around your enterprise, you're talking about place, people, right? You're talking about place, people, and how do I put it now? Fulfillment. That's what structure is about. Okay? Structure, putting a structure around your enterprise is about place, people, and fulfillment. So what does that mean? Place. Structuring your enterprise includes, what is the place? Where are you going to be doing this thing from? Are you going to, the things around your place include the tools, the location, right? The location of of your production and distribution of your enterprise. People talks about getting the right people that will help you to deliver this thing. Right? Who are the people that are going to work with you? Who are the people that are going to work in your business? Who are the people that you're going to partner with to help you deliver this thing, that this your enterprise that you're building? You can't do it alone, right? And you must have a location, a place and tool through which you do this thing. The fulfillment talks about system now. Fulfillment is what are the standard operating procedures, right? What are the standard operating procedures that the people will follow to be able to deliver what you promise, or to be able to fulfill the promise, right? What are the standard procedures, standard operating procedures that the people will follow to deliver or fulfill the promise that you have made? Remember, we talked about value, we talked about offers, right? We talked about all those things. So that is what this is all about. That is what structure is all. So when they say push structure, that's what they are saying. Get organized around, place people, and how you're going to fulfill what you have promised. Then strategy is a whole lot of things. It depends on what you're doing. So let's use this as an example. You know this guy called what's his name now? Nas Boy, right? Nas Boy, the comedian. So that guy is somebody I respect when it comes to strategy. That guy is a master strategist. So recently, he just launched a new album, and he's saying that he wants Davido to give him a verse, to sing a verse for him in his song. And he said that he's going to travel to the 36 states in Nigeria, and he will be kneeling down on all the 36 states in Nigeria to beg Davido to give him a verse in that song. Do you know what that is? That is called strategy. Strategy is about what are the processes that you can take, what are the not so conventional ways that you can take to promote yourself, to get what you want, right? So what you're doing and who you're serving and what you want to get will determine the kind of strategy you will use. So strategy is just about what are the ways that you're going to use to get what you want. So this guy has today, I think today is day 3. He was in, I think the first place he was at is Osun State. So he will go to the government house, kneel down in front of the government house, raise the flag, and make the request. Yesterday he was in Kano. I don't know where he is today. So that is 36 days of traveling through Nigeria, begging Davido to give him a verse in his song. But here is the thing. He is not really begging Davido to give him a verse in the song. He is promoting the song. Because people are now interested, okay, let me even go and hear this song sef. As he's doing that thing, he's getting momentum, he's getting attention, he's going viral. Let me even go and... So before Davido even says, oh, okay, I want to give you a verse, the guy has blown up the streams. That is called strategy. Right? Somebody can decide to do a program and give it out for free. It does not mean that it's foolish. It's a strategy. He knows what he wants to achieve. That I'm doing this program for free is a strategy. I know what I want to achieve with it. Right? So strategy is about finding creative ways to get what you want. Right? So it depends on your reality. It depends on what you're building. It depends on what enterprise you're trying to monetize. It depends on who you're serving. That's exactly what will determine, to a large extent, the strategy that you will use, and and all of that. So that's the summary of systems and structure and strategy. All right. So thank you guys. I believe we've had a good one. Thank you for your questions. If you're interested in joining the closers coaching program, send me a message. It is just 50,000 naira, and I will not even keep it open for long. In fact, I won't keep it open for you guys for long. Okay, so if you're interested, just come on board now. The coaching program is going to help you to learn how to sell high-ticket product, especially real estate. So I'm going to coach you. I'm going to give you my script. I'm going to teach you how to close, and I'm also going to provide you with products that you can close with. All right. I'm going to hold your hand and walk you through the journey. So if you're interested, come on board. All right. So I said you should get a glass, right? So get your glass. Fill up your glass with whatever you have. If it is water you have, that's fine. If it is wine you have, white wine, red wine, whatever you have, fill it up. All right. So this is a toast. This symbolizes a toast to your transformed self, to your new life, to the new reality, right? So this is us raising a glass to your new reality. This is us raising a glass to your prosperity and growth and progress. This is us raising a glass to your commitment to being a new person and a better person. This is us raising a glass to the fact that you're going to use all that you have learned to improve yourself, and not just yourself, but improve other people. This is us raising a glass to the fact that you're going to pay it forward. This is also raising a glass that your new journey to a new life and a new person has started and it is never going to stop. You're making a commitment today and henceforth that you're going to give yourself totally, completely, and wholly to being the best version of yourself and being successful, not just according to the definition of people, but according to how God has designed you to function. Thank you guys for coming, and this is a toast to your greatness. Cheers. Okay, guys. So that was our toast to greatness, and I want to appreciate you all for being here and thank you for walking this journey with me. I have stretched, and I also hope that you have stretched as well. Keep it, be in the community. Don't leave the community. If you leave, you lose, right? A lot of things will be going on in the community. We are still trying to get activities that will help keep the community active and elevated. So it's to your own best interest that you remain in the community. All right. If you want to join the closers coaching program, send me a message on WhatsApp and we can get you on board, right? If you want to get the replays of all the classes we've had, that's also fine. You can let me know about that and you can pay for them and get them. All right. So thank you once again for being a part of this. Until we see you again, may God bless you. Cheers.